How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. We are back for another week, and I hope every single one of you have had a really good weekend. Now, Monday means we're going to take a look back on all the action in the Premier League over the weekend. Plenty of goals, plenty of drama, and my word, plenty of talking points.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So, of course, we're going to take a look back at the Premier League games over the course of the weekend. What does it mean at the top and the bottom end of the table? Let's get straight into the action. Friday night, Southampton against Leicester. And 1-1 draw. And I think that Southampton will probably be the ones that are happy, given the fact that they recently lost to Leicester 9-0. Remember that one? Yeah. So they wouldn't want that one happening again. Leicester, they actually had to do it the hard way, given the fact that Southampton were down to 10 men after 10 minutes. Now, VAR. No, let me get this right. Not VAR. The officials. It's not a sending off. This will get rescinded and overturned. It's not a red card. Come on, it's not. It's not. And the officials have deemed it a red card. Just shut up. It's not. All right, Ward-Prowse goes and scores from the penalty spot. And then Leicester were able to equalise 7 minutes later. And I suppose that's a point for them. You know, will it be enough with their battle for that top four? It's getting a little bit tight up there, but yeah, they'll be happy enough with that. Going into Saturday's games, and Crystal Palace against Manchester City, and this was a 2-0 win to Manchester City. Very, very close to winning the Premier League now. And I'll tell you something, where did Man City get this squad from? I know they had a good squad, but then when you look at the players that were playing and the ones that were just sitting in the stands, it's like, how on earth have they been able to build a squad of that size and of that quality? Are you actually mad? Staggering. But listen, Manchester City, like I said, 2-0 win for them. And they are very, very close. And it was 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes from Aguero and Torres that done the damage in this one. Brighton against Leeds. This was a 2-0 win for Brighton. Pick of the goals was Danny Welbeck's. What a goal. The way he picked that up, the turn, the finish. Fair play. That was a really, really good goal. Leeds United, you look at them now and say they're kind of in the middle. Will their season kind of, you know, filter out? But Brighton, they're going to be safe for another season anyway. Chelsea against Fulham. The big West London derby. Sorry. And this was a 2-0 win to Chelsea. Havertz with a couple of goals. And one of those in particular created by Mason Mount. The control, the pass, exceptional. Really, really good. But Fulham, I think they're consigned to their fate, which is life back in the Championship. Everton against Aston Villa, and this was a 2-1 win for Aston Villa. Massive dent in Everton's Champions League. You know, that's a big, big defeat for them. Watkins scores for Aston Villa. Calvert-Lewin equalises. And then El Ghazi scores the winning goal with 10 minutes to go. Going into Sunday, and this of course is where things get very, very, very eventful. Tottenham, very comfortable. Gareth Bale with a hat-trick. Sheffield United already relegated. Don't really need to say much more. I suppose the one talking point would be the incident involving Lo Celso, was it? I think it was. I've got that right. I know he's a Tottenham player, but look, let's be honest here. What the Sheffield United player did and the stamp on his head, absolutely staggering how VAR cannot see that and actually give that? Are you actually serious? I genuinely think referees are sabotaging, decisions and that to make VAR look bad, so they get rid of it, and then they can go and be incompetent without all of this technology hanging over them. Absolutely staggering. But yeah, very comfortable for Spurs. Newcastle against Arsenal, and very comfortable 2-0 win for Arsenal. I've spoken about it on my match reaction after the game and everything. Very happy with the performance, and it's just one of them games, go through the motions in the Premier League. It's the game on Thursday that means everything. It's do or die, and we've got to turn around that deficit against Villarreal. But a very, very comfortable 2-0 win. Now, last game, or should I say the last game that should have been, would have been a big one. Manchester United against Liverpool, but the game was postponed because of protesters. Now, we all saw the protests at Arsenal recently. Superb, so many numbers. And it went really well in terms of the fact that it was very peaceful. It was very respectful in the fact that there was no trouble and, nobody was injured, etc. Apart from a lad that did fall off one of the roofs, but that was self-inflicted. I'm on about if someone was attacked. But yeah, the Manchester United game, my word, the scenes in Manchester, they actually, first of all, broke through the barricades at Old Trafford, and then they broke into the stadium and stormed the pitch. Wow, just absolutely staggering. And there was hundreds of them out there. And first and foremost, fair play to Manchester United. Fair play for having enough and saying, you know what, I'm bored of this. I want to voice my opinion. I want to say what I've got to say. Now, first and foremost, what I will say is that there were some scenes that have, emerged on social media of, I think it may have been a steward that has been injured. Don't condone that. Not in any way, shape or form. There's no reason for doing it. The guy's there trying to do his job at the end of the day, and he's in the firing line and he's received injuries, and that cannot be condoned. But every fan base has a minority. Every fan base has somebody within it that will do something, that everybody gets, brought into. But it's not Man United fans as a whole. So don't worry about the individual, because that's not the whole fan base. And hopefully, they can, be found, and, the punishment is served accordingly. But in the majority, it was, peaceful. Some will say storming the stadium is too much, getting the game postponed. But listen, they've had enough. Just like Arsenal fans had enough. And I'd be a hypocrite to sit there and say anything differently. I don't want Arsenal to do that on Thursday because there's planned protests. I think it would be more difficult getting into Arsenal as well, with it being a newer stadium and the security that they do have and the way the doors are at the Emirates. Manchester United's an old stadium, and with all due respect, one of the big issues that Manchester United fans have been speaking about is the state of Old Trafford, and that it's fallen to pieces. And it was very, very easy for them to breach and to get in there and get onto the pitch and ultimately have one of the biggest, games in the calendar postponed. And I believe the game's going to be today, I think. It's bank holiday, isn't it? So I don't see it being an issue. But yeah, fans are not happy. They've spoken, and remains to be seen what happens as a fallout from this. But there we go. That is it for today's DT's Daily. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topics. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.